Hi girls, so yesterday you were looking at question 6 as part of your classwork, having watched the video of how to do unknown values in sets. So I'm going to do question 6 now, and then I'm going to outline some work for the class, and you're going to join me live for it because I'd like to show you it. If we're having any other difficulty, I can make a video of it, but I kind of would like to just show you what we have. Okay, so question 6. A survey was taken of 54 students, each whom have studied one or more of the 3 subjects. So everyone has studied at least one subject. So there's going to be nothing outside the 3 sets. And we're going to start off, you can draw the universal set first. Okay, so you're going to draw the box. Represent the 3 sets inside in it. And listen, the universal set will be given a number. It was 54 students. Okay, the subjects were A, B, and C, and list them accordingly. So in this, we have 6 students studied B and C, 5 students studied A and C, 3 times as many students studied A and B as all 3 subjects, and 20 students altogether studied B. 17 studied C only, and 14 students studied A only. Using X to represent those who studied all 3 subjects, because usually we put in the middle first, and that's what I was looking for. So in the middle of all 3 subjects, who studied all 3 is X. We can't really do anything with all the rest of the information until I know that. So now I'm going to work through it. So 6 students studied B and C. So B and C is here. 6 students studied it all together. Now I have X inside there, so I need to take out the X, and I'm talking about 6 people. So it's going to be 6 minus X. Then, so I've that accounted for. Next one, 5 students studied A and C. A and C is inside here. So I already have X of the 5, so it's going to be 5 minus X. 3 times as many students studied A and B. That studied all the subjects. So 3 times as many of this. That's 3X. Okay. 20 students studied B altogether. So I need to account for the 20 altogether in a minute. 17 students studied C only. So if they only studied C, they're on the outside here, and there's 17 in total there. And then 14 students studied A only. Okay, so students who didn't study more than one subject, just A on its own, was 14. I now need to account for this 20, and when I've that dealt with, then I can do finding the value of X. In order to deal with the 20, and you can write this out if you like, but there's 20 in total, so it's going to be 20 minus all these other different groups, and put them into brackets. 3x plus 6 minus x. You can see that I have essentially those x's cancel, and I have just 3x here. So it's going to be 20 minus 3x, because plus by minus is minus, plus by minus or minus by plus is minus as well. 20 minus 6 is 14 minus 3x. So the students that studied B only is 14 minus 3x. Now that I have filled in all of the space in the Venn diagram, we can now actually look at accounting for how the value of X is arrived at. So when I add up all of these numbers, it should be 54, because I was told there was no one that didn't study any of the 3. So I'm just going to grab my pen. So when I add all of these up, I'm going to have 14 plus 3x plus x plus 5 minus x. And you can tick them off if you've them accounted for. Plus 6 minus x plus 14 minus 3x plus 17. My answer is 54. Now, we're going to simplify this little bit by little bit, but we'll go on to add up the numbers first. So we'll be adding 14 and 5 and 6 and 14 and 17 on the calculator to see how we get on with that. So just quickly, 14 and 5 and 6 and 14 and 17 is 56. So I have all of them accounted for, you can cross them out. Now I need to start looking at the x's. So 3x and x is 4x. 4x minus x is 3x, minus x is 2x, minus 3x is minus x. Some people like do that differently. So 3x minus 3x, they cancel straight away. Plus x minus x, that cancels straight away, and you're just left with that minus x in the middle. So there's a couple of ways of adding them up. But I've accounted for all the letters and all the numbers, and my answer is 54. Now you would have seen from algebra, the whole point of solving equations is getting letters to one side and numbers onto the other side to balance the equation. So the letter is the minus x. The number is 54. I want to bring all of the numbers over to the right hand side. So that 56 will become a minus 56. So I'll have minus x. 54 minus 56 is minus 2. I have two negative numbers. They changed to positive. So the value of x is 2. Now you might sometimes have to go back and answer questions then on the actual drawing. And what you could do is just account for that value of x being 2 and put it into all of the numbers. So what I mean by that is I'm just going to redraw out the table, but you don't have to redraw it out. You could just insert it in. So I'm just going to draw the three Venn diagrams again. But this time put in the numbers that I know. So I have A, B, and C. And I have my universal set. Now I know I'm sketching this. And the cardinal number of the universal set is 54. But I know x is now 2. So instead of using x, I'm going to put in 2. Instead of 3x, that's 3 multiplied by 2, that's 6. Instead of 6 minus x, 6 minus 2 is 4. Instead of 5 minus x, 5 minus 2 is 3. We had 14 inside there, we had 17 inside there. And the last one is 14 minus 3x. 3x was 6, so 14 minus 6 is 8. Okay, and when you add up all those numbers then, you should be getting the 54. But you might be asked, like, how many students just studied B? And you'd be able to just tell the number then. But yeah, once you do find your value for x, it's good practice to put the numbers back in as what they actually would be. Now, you don't have to redraw it out. You could just write it in on the diagram up here, like by saying 8, 4, 2, and so on, and you'd be able to see it from that. But sometimes it can get quite cluttered, which is why it might be nice to have a separate diagram out for it. Now, bearing in mind that was question 6 that you had done in class yesterday. And as you can see, like, we've come to the end of the chapter now. I would like you today to work on questions 7 and 9. And you're going to join me live now, in which I'm going to work on question 7. And if we have time, we'll work on question 9. Alternatively, you can work on question 9 as part of your classwork at the end of the live attendance. Okay, so you can join me live. We're going to do question 7. If we have time, we'll do questions 9, but that's what we're looking at. So you can start into those now. And as you can see, we've just finished a chapter on the test yourself section. See you live.